So ever since Trump got elected, my rights have been taken away from me, and it just keeps going. And I think I'm going to divorce my husband because he keeps taking my rights away from me.
I just said you couldn't have any more chickens.
Same thing.
What are you talking?
Hey guys, welcome back again to the channel. It's so good to have you. Thank you so much for clicking when you saw this video. So in today's video, people are freaking out over ICE reading that has already started in California. Let's go ahead, watch what these creators have to say, then we'll come back and talk more. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments, and please do subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up.
The word is that the incoming border chief is planning to set up a hotline for people to report illegals to immigration. Let's think this through. First of all, how's anybody going to know what your status is? Second, there's about 20 million undocumented aliens in the United States. Third, the immigration courts have spent the last 3 years dismissing deportations against everybody, even though they don't have a way to get a green card right now because they didn't have the manpower to deport everybody. Now let me share a story. There's a room in the federal building in downtown Los Angeles where you can go and report undocumented aliens. This room has been there for 30 years. If you go there and say, I want to report an undocumented alien, the officer will hand you a clipboard with a sheet of paper and ask you, fill out all the information on this form and return it. For some reason, whenever anyone comes into the room to make this report, they're all pissed. Let's call him the snitch. They fill out the form and then slide it under the window. Now, I was friends with one of these officers who would take the reports, and I asked her one day, what do you do with these forms after they turn them in? She motioned for me to come inside the back through the door, and there was a box underneath the window. And she said, we put the forms in this box. So I asked her, okay, then what do you do with the box once it's filled up? And she went, nothing. Now, this is just a story, but these hotlines are nothing new. They've always existed.
Something that I think has been overshadowed by these wildfires in LA, though they are very tragic and it's ongoing, is the fact that ICE raided, unannounced, unexpectedly, various farm work areas around Bakersfield, which is in Central California. This is before Trump even takes office. ICE officers were profiling farm workers. One of the stories that I read is that there is a grocery store that is popular for farm workers to go to in the morning when they're headed to work. And so these ICE agents pulled up in an unmarked SUV in regular clothing and profiled these workers as they left the grocery store. This is absolutely terrifying and is potentially a preview of what's to come under Trump's administration. They claimed that they were targeting bad actors or people who have committed crimes, but that isn't the case. They're just profiling farm workers. Undocumented workers make up about 50% of the agricultural workforce in California. So if this is a preview of what's to come, it could lead to dire economic consequences and is extremely scary for the Latino population. As somebody who is Mexican, I am very worried for all of the undocumented immigrants who work so hard. They came to the US looking for a better life. So many of them are just trying to get by and doing it just barely. And they're some of the hardest working people you'll ever meet. So it's just something that I think people need to be aware of, and it's very scary.
This is a reminder that they're already doing trial runs for mass deportations in the Bakersfield area of California. So if you look like me and you recognize an ICE agent in public, doesn't matter if they're in uniform, on the job or not, you shout two things at the top of your lungs: ICE raid and El Migra. Make it impossible for them to do their job with the element of surprise. The second you see someone from ICE, you make sure everyone in the area knows an ICE agent is there. The other thing, if you look like me and have the privileges that come with that in the United States, you interfere with their operations in any way that you legally can. Ask them dumb questions, waste their time, refuse to answer their questions, demand to see warrants, demand to see government identification, refuse to accept the government identification when they show it and tell them that it's not real. Like, just as a reminder, ICE is the closest thing the United States has to the actual Gestapo. They run literal concentration camps at the border for illegal immigrants. And it doesn't matter if someone's an illegal immigrant or not. Anyone who runs a concentration camp is not a human being and deserves none of the considerations that come with being a human being.
Americans are so ungrateful to immigrants. One thing I think most people don't realize is that immigrants built this country. Without immigrants, America would fall. Whether you like it or not, if you take every single immigrant out of this country, America would fall. And it's crazy because so many of these people have been in America for years. They have helped this economy. They have worked their butt off every single day. And Americans still don't respect them. They don't even see them as people that deserve to be in this country. Whether you like it or not, immigrants will always work hard. Immigrants will always be the backbone of America. The people that built this country weren't even from America. Yeah, let's clock that. I'm gonna stop the video here, but that's my take on it, and I feel like as someone who has seen both sides, have been in both rooms, heard what people have to say, I just can't support the things that are going on in this country, especially like right now. It's so disgusting to me and it breaks my heart. People deserve better and need to be treated better. America is an amazing, beautiful country, don't get me wrong, but there's certain things that are just unacceptable and certain things that need to be recognized.
Immigration raids are happening in the United States, specifically Bakersfield, California this week. So if you are an undocumented immigrant in the United States, or if you know someone who is an undocumented immigrant in the United States, please watch this video or share it to help spread the word. Undocumented immigrants have rights in this country, and I'm going to be sharing them in this video with you. But before we continue, I just want to make it clear, I'm just sharing general information. If you would like personalized legal advice, please contact an immigration attorney. Number 1, you have the right to remain silent and refuse to answer any questions about your immigration status, where you were born, and how you entered the country. Simply state, I am exercising my right to remain silent and do not sign any documents without consulting an attorney. Number 2, you have the right to refuse entry. You do not have to open the door for ICE agents unless they show a valid judicial warrant signed by a judge. Administrative warrants form I-200 or I-205 are not sufficient for them to enter your home without your permission. Number 3, you have the right to legal counsel. You have the right to speak with an attorney if you are detained, although the government does not provide free legal representation in immigration cases. You can request a lawyer, and you should avoid signing any document until you have received legal advice from your lawyer. Number 4, you have the right against unreasonable searches. ICE agents cannot search your home or belongings without your consent or a valid judicial warrant. If they try to enter without permission or a proper warrant, you can clearly state, I do not consent to this search. These rights apply regardless of immigration status and are protected under the United States Constitution.
Where are those people that kept saying when TP was there 2016, nothing happened? Yes, he said he was going to do it, but he never did it. Where are those guys? Where are you guys again? Because it has started, right? They're already test running the whole deportation thing, and it has already started in California. So where are those guys who were always saying that it's not going to happen, he's not going to do it, he's just joking? Where are you guys? They're not even in office yet. So where are you guys right now, right? And to think that most of these people that delivered the whole entire vote are undocumented. They're all undocumented immigrants. Most of them are undocumented immigrants. And you guys are all here saying this, that, when you would have done better if you had your best interest at heart. But you never did. You never planned for it. What you just wanted, you thought it was just going to affect these other categories of people, but you're also going to be a part of it. And now it has started in California. So guys, I just think that, in fact, I don't know. And for those people, I don't know if they've been able to capture up some people who are undocumented, but the raid has already started in California. Okay, but you guys, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Let me know what you think. And I know a lot of people are doing videos and telling people to get their papers ready. Let me just know what your thoughts are in the comment section. Let me hear from you guys, okay? And please do subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up so that more people can see it and be part of the family. All right guys, thank you so much for watching. See you guys on my next video. Bye guys.